Justin Bieber's recent decision to unfollow Usher on Instagram marks a startling shift in their long-standing relationship. For years, Usher was not just a mentor, but also a pivotal figure in Bieber's rise to stardom. This act of cutting ties has left fans and insiders speculating about the reasons behind such a dramatic move. Bieber's silence on the matter only fuels the intrigue, while Usher's cryptic public statements offer little clarity. Is it simply a fallout between friends, or is there a darker story lurking beneath the surface? The timing couldn't be more critical, with Usher's name now entangled in allegations of misconduct alongside other high-profile figures like Diddy.
Justin Bieber is continuing the purge. He has now moved to unfollow Usher, his original mentor. So this is a very big story.
This isn't just about a celebrity unfollowing another, it's about accountability and an evolving narrative that has the potential to reshape the way the entertainment industry is perceived. Bieber's move might be his way of distancing himself from a toxic past, but ripple effects of this decision are only beginning to emerge. Usher's Super Bowl snub. The strain between Bieber and Usher became evident in 2024, when Usher was chosen to headline the Super Bowl halftime show, a coveted milestone for any artist. Fans eagerly anticipated a reunion on stage given Bieber's history with Usher. After all, such performances often feature surprise guest appearances, and Bieber was a natural choice. However, rumors began circulating that Bieber had declined the invitation, and Usher later confirmed it during an interview on The Breakfast Club. Usher's attempt to downplay the snub only added to the mystery. He described Bieber as trying to write a different story, a vague and puzzling statement that left fans speculating. Why would Bieber, who owes much of his success to Usher, refuse to share the stage with him? This incident was a clear sign that something deeper was amiss in their relationship.
I ain't gonna stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it.
First time you met Justin Bieber, this kid comes up to you. He's not Justin Bieber yet, he's just some kid. And he says, I want to sing for you.
It was at the studio of Jermaine Dupri's. I said, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you.
A troubling history. The roots of this fallout trace back to the beginning of Bieber's career when Usher signed him to his label at the tender age of 13. Usher's mentorship was instrumental in turning Bieber into a global superstar, but it came at a price. Reports suggest that Usher exposed Bieber to environments that were far from suitable for a teenager.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called.
In a 2004 Rolling Stone interview, Usher opened up about the things he witnessed during his time with Diddy. He described the atmosphere as being dominated by inappropriate behavior, with wild parties and explicit activities happening constantly.
Allegations have surfaced that Usher, despite his protective promises, handed over temporary guardianship of Bieber to Sean Diddy Combs, a figure with a long history of controversial behavior. This decision has drawn widespread criticism, especially given Usher's own experiences as a young artist. While Bieber's career soared, the emotional and psychological toll of these early exposures began to manifest. Over the years, Bieber has spoken candidly about his struggles with mental health, substance abuse, and the challenges of growing up in the spotlight. Fans now question whether Usher's choices played a role in shaping those struggles. Usher's past with Diddy. To understand Usher's actions, one must delve into his past. At 14, Usher was sent to Diddy's Flavor Camp, an environment notorious for its inappropriate activities. In his own words, Usher described being exposed to sexual content and situations he was too young to comprehend. This experience, he later admitted, left a lasting impact on him. Despite this, Usher maintained a professional relationship with Diddy, even as rumors about Diddy's behavior circulated within the industry. Critics argue that Usher's exposure to such environments as a teenager may have normalized certain behaviors, leading him to repeat similar patterns when mentoring Bieber. The fact that Usher sent Bieber to Diddy's care, knowing what he had experienced, has raised serious ethical questions about his role in the young star's upbringing. The explosive allegations against Diddy's legal troubles have brought these issues into sharp focus. Recent raids on his properties have uncovered evidence of alleged sexual abuse and exploitation. Law enforcement officials have described what they found as worse than Jeffrey Epstein, with secret rooms reportedly designed for heinous acts. Witnesses and victims have come forward with stories that paint a horrifying picture of Diddy's behavior. Federal prosecutors have built a robust case, backed by over 300 subpoenas and testimonies from more than 50 witnesses. The allegations include drugging victims, coercion, and creating an environment of fear and control. For Bieber, who was reportedly exposed to these settings as a teenager, this represents a deeply personal chapter in his journey to separate himself from his past. Meanwhile, Usher's connection to Diddy and his complicity in sending Bieber into such an environment are now under intense scrutiny. Justin Bieber's silent protest. Justin Bieber's unfollowing of Usher on Instagram is more than a simple act. It's a bold, symbolic protest against a mentor who played a significant role in his career, but also exposed him to troubling environments. For years, Bieber has spoken about the struggles he faced as a young star, including battles with substance abuse and mental health issues. While he has never explicitly linked these struggles to Usher, sources close to Bieber suggest that the decision to cut ties stems from his growing awareness of Usher's role in enabling his early exposure to harmful situations. Fans have noted that Bieber's recent actions reflect a shift in his priorities. No longer willing to stay silent, Bieber appears to be taking a stand against the toxic culture that defined much of his formative years. His silence about the details speaks volumes, suggesting that the pain he endured still lingers. By distancing himself, Bieber is sending a clear message. He will no longer be complicit in protecting those who failed to protect him. Usher struggles with his past. Usher's own history is marked by pain and regret. As a teenager, he was sent to Sean Diddy Combs' infamous Flavor Camp, where he was exposed to inappropriate and exploitative situations. In interviews, Usher has admitted that these experiences left a lasting psychological impact, leading to years of shame and an inability to fully move on. He described feeling trapped in a cycle of trying to prove his worth while carrying the weight of his past trauma. However, Usher's failure to shield Bieber from similar experiences has sparked widespread backlash. Critics argue that his complicity, whether intentional or not, perpetuated the same toxic culture he himself endured. While Usher has expressed remorse for his actions and acknowledged his mistakes, the damage caused by his decisions, both to himself and to Bieber, cannot be undone. His story serves as a tragic reminder of the cycle of exploitation that continues to plague the entertainment industry. The bigger picture. The allegations against Usher and Diddy are not isolated incidents, but part of a much larger issue within the entertainment industry. Hollywood has long been criticized for its culture of exploitation and abuse, and recent revelations have only confirmed these suspicions. Legal documents and testimonies have implicated other high-profile figures, such as Jennifer Lopez and Jay-Z, in controversies related to systemic abuse and cover-ups. Reports suggest that Jennifer Lopez may have been aware of incriminating evidence involving Diddy, while Jay-Z's legal team has been accused of unethical practices, including bribing witnesses. These revelations paint a disturbing picture of an industry where power and influence are often used to silence victims and protect perpetrators. Usher's fallout and potential legal troubles. As more details surface, Usher's reputation is in jeopardy. Witnesses have come forward linking him to Diddy's infamous parties, and rumors suggest he may face legal action. While Usher has remained mostly silent, his attempts to downplay his connections to these allegations are being scrutinized. This saga represents a turning point in Hollywood's history. The entertainment industry's dark underbelly is being exposed, with high-profile figures being held accountable for their actions. Fans and activists are calling for justice, urging law enforcement to pursue these cases with the seriousness they deserve. For Bieber, this is an opportunity to redefine his legacy. By cutting ties with Usher, he has taken a stand against the toxic culture he was once a part of. Bieber's journey from a young star to a vocal advocate for mental health and justice has been inspiring, and this latest move further cements his commitment to personal growth and accountability. What lies ahead? As the legal proceedings against Diddy and others unfold, the entertainment world waits with bated breath. Will justice prevail? And what consequences will Usher face for his role in this disturbing narrative? For now, fans can only hope that this marks the beginning of a much-needed cultural reckoning. The truth is finally coming to light, and the world is watching closely. What are your thoughts on Justin Bieber's decision to cut ties with Usher? Do you think justice will be served? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this evolving story.